And I am live. Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. How are you all doing on this Wednesday? And yes, and for those of you who doesn't know me yet, I'm Coach Daisy. I am a mom of three gorgeous kids. I am a coach, a business coach, and a mentor in our online community. And I help parents start their own online businesses. Yes, and yeah, I'm by the way, Irish with choice. I'm originally from the Philippines. And yes, I was a former pastry chef, now a full time digital business owner. And yeah, I just want to say thank you, whether you're catching me live or watching the replay. Thank you so much for being here. So, yes, it's day 46 of our 90-day live journey. And wow, we are already past the halfway of this journey. So, it's today, I just want to um, today's topic, I want to share something for all of you who are parents, for working moms. So I want to share some tips which I have experienced as well and learned from over the years and learned from this business. So God, my laptop is sliding. Yeah, so if you're anything or someone like me, you probably ask yourself, how do I balance everything, between life, work, deadlines, the house, school runs, meals, oh my goodness, guilt, exhaustion, it's a lot, right? And I see you because I've been there. And I've worked full time with babies at home waiting for me, with no family around me here in Ireland. I've had to pump in between shifts, you know, because I was breastfeeding, right? Not all the way through, but I tried my best. And yeah, I actually breastfeed all three kids. And even though I haven't done it all the way through, but at least I've breastfeed them for the first 3 months of their lives. So right, which is so important, and I'm so proud of that. So yes, for yeah, I've been there for all of you moms out there who's working around um, so many things. We all wear so many hats, right? Yeah, when back then, we only get when we only get 4 hours of sleep, in between feedings and stuff like that, and cry in the bathroom because sometimes we feel like, me anyway, I feel like I was failing at everything, right? But here's what I've learned after years of figuring it out, and thanks to this online business as well. So I have 5 empowering tips for working parents, um, with real life insights. So here's the first one I have for you. So time blocking. Time blocking isn't just about productivity, right? It's about peace. So when I started using time blocks like family, business and rest, it reduces my stress. You don't need to do everything in one day, right? Just the right things. I've actually watched something or listened on YouTube. It's a podcast. It's something like what was it again? The science behind getting rich or something like it. But I remember it was it's been said there that you don't have to do everything in one day, right? Just focus on today's task. You don't have to do tomorrow's work. You don't have to do everything. I do sometimes batch content or batch cook maybe, but not like doing everything in one day, right? Because it just burns you. So just do what we can in that day, and don't worry about tomorrow, right? So like I said, you don't have to do everything in one day. So just the right things that you want to do on that day. So second, don't be afraid to say no. This was hard for me because I used to say yes to every favor, um, well, not every invite, right? Even when I was exhausted, when someone asks a favor. Now I ask, does this serve my peace or my purpose? Because we can't do everything, right? So if not, it's a kind but firm no. We learn to say no. Okay, so that's the second one. Third is ask for help and accept it. I used to think asking for help was weakness. It's not. It's wisdom. Team up with your spouse, your family. Although I don't have family here, but sometimes I have my aunties here in Galway, but they're all busy. But when sometimes I get stuck, I really call them for help if they can, babysit. Only for when we go on, maybe, how do you call it, going to concerts and stuff like that, because we can't bring kids, right? But other than that, I don't ask anything. So yeah, like I said, team up with your spouse, share the housework or anything, right? And yeah, and even your kids can pitch in when your kids are already, like, able to do things. Like here at home, I ask my oldest to wash up because we don't use the, how do you call it, the dishwasher. And then the second child, my second daughter, she tries the wear up, and for me, I free up my time, right? So that's one of the, at least you can ask. It also teaches them responsibility, right? And the fourth one, let your kids be part of your why. So my kids know about my business, right? And they know I'm building for them. When they see me working or going live, they understand it's not about being too busy for them, right? It's about building something for them. So, and I always make time to reconnect. Also, the fifth one and last, prioritize yourself. So without guilt, right? Because sometimes we tend to forget ourselves, right? So this one is huge for me. A tired, resentful, burnt out version of you doesn't serve your family, right? You can't serve a full, if when your cup is full, you can't serve anymore, right? So take 10 to maybe 20 minutes a day to fill your cup. Journal, stretch, a nap, pray, or sit in silence. For me, one of the very best things that really helped me, take at least 10 to 20 minutes every single morning for the last, since the 15th of January. I sit, after I drop the kids to school, I sit down and take a breath and just write down my journal, my gratitude journal. So I journal my gratitude, and it just feels good, right? The stillness in the room, and again, gratitude is so powerful. Counting your blessings is so powerful. So I'm telling you, uh, it's only 10 minutes at least of your time to do that. So because what you are worthy of everything, and like that's one of my the things that I prioritize also. So yeah, you are worthy of it. So yeah, being a working parent doesn't mean that doing it all, right? It means choosing what matters most and knowing that rest, help, and imperfection are all part of the journey, right? You are not failing, you are growing. And if no one has told you today, you're doing an amazing, amazing job. So I hope you take that in. And yeah, before you go, if this spoke to you, or if you know a parent who needs encouragement, parents that are so burnt out and they're just struggling, tag them below, or maybe share this video. So comment the word grace if you're giving yourself permission to grow. slowly, gently, and on your terms, right? There's no one, there's no deadline on anything. I heard this quote lately, there's no deadline of success, right? It's your own time, you manage it. There's no deadline on it. So whether you're here live or watching the replay, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being present for your family, for your dreams, and for yourself. So let's continue showing up for this beautiful and purpose driven life. You've got this, and I'm cheering for you all the way. So, daghan kaing salamat with all my love to you all. Coach Daisy here. So, I'll see you tomorrow for day which one? 47. And until then, bye everyone.